These devastating single pair of meat, sad dad meat, which is actually that's just a place I go to get free hot wings and have a man say he's proud of me. Oh, you're gonna need sad dad meat someday. I don't know. Okay, what am I saying?
He's a looker.
Oh, he's a looker. Oh man. That is the weirdest thing when you call kids heartbreakers. That is the weirdest thing. It's like I like how he's got the Nelly thing going, but it's weird when you call kids heartbreakers because you're just like, oh man, that kid is going to get pussy. That kid does not know what that word is, so we're fine. Guys, everything's cool. Okay, I feel like you guys are all having a good time. Guys, you ready for your first comic?
Yeah! Woo!
All right, give it up for your first comic, James Hamilton.
Hey, thanks so much. How y'all doing?
Yeah!
Great. My favorite audience members are these three guys right here. That they're facing each other and they're definitely listening to the show. I watched them laugh, but they're just looking at each other and laughing, which is the kind of friendship I can get behind. Just a lot of laughing and a lot of intimacy. I'm good with that kind of stuff. How are you guys doing? Good? Yeah, nice, cool. Feeling like we're living in a pretty crazy world right now. I don't know if people are following the Supreme Court thing that's happening right now. Obama said he gave up a Supreme Court nomination. He said, please give this a fair hearing. And the Senate Republicans have responded officially as saying, their official response was, we don't need to listen to you. You're not our real dad. I think was their real official response. So, which is a fair point. I feel like there's enough crazy things going on that we're losing track of some of them. I don't know if you heard about I'm from New Orleans. I don't know if you heard about this thing recently in Houston. You heard about this? Yeah, there was a civil rights ordinance that was up, and it would have protected the rights of people who are transgender. So these are civil rights. You know, this is like housing rights, employment rights. And Houston was like, no, not happening here. Because apparently it would have also, this is filming right here, I assume? Great, I'll talk mostly into the camera so you get a straight eye contact right here. Apparently they did this so that, their concern is that it would have let people who are transgender use the bathroom of the gender they identify with, and they're like, well, if we do that, then, that will be exploited by monsters and weirdos preying on women and children. You guys know monsters and weirdos? They're the people who are okay with preying on women and children, won't go in a bathroom if it's illegal. It's a very respectful group of people, very good with signage. It's a lot of walking into rooms going, I was here to hurt some people. Looks like the sign says I'm not supposed to be here. I'll let myself out. My B. My point is this. I feel like Houston should just collectively watch Mrs. Doubtfire. Because then they would see that when a man dresses up like a woman solely to get closer to children, that's very charming. That's what that is. That is very charming. What else here? I was going to a cocktail party with my girlfriend recently, and she said, we're pretty upfront. Actually, I'll do this first. This is the only impression I do. This is my impression of a couple at a party. This is a couple at a party. It goes, hey, we're headed out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole impression. You get some of the audience there too? Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Get them in there too. So I was going to this cocktail party and my girlfriend said, please don't embarrass me. And I said, what do you mean? What do you mean I don't embarrass me? Apparently, at the last party that we went to, I said loud enough for everyone to hear, I crop dusted everybody here. And if you don't know what that means, crop dusting is when you fart and walk by somebody, It's like in the same kind of camp of things as like Dutch oven. It's when you fart and pull the sheet over somebody's head. I don't see the issue. My girlfriend said it made me sound dumb. And so I will be damned if I can go to a party and can't talk about my farts, because that is not a party at all. So I have come up with a list of cocktail party farts that will make you sound very smart, that you can do and talk about. So feel free to use them. The first fart is called the Harper Lee. It's a fart that's so good you don't need to do another one for 60 years. That's a pretty smart fart, right? That's pretty smart stuff. Another good one would be, how about the Donald Trump fart? That's a fart that at first you're like, this is pretty funny. And then you're like, oh no, this is still going. You're like, this is a fart that's gotten well out of hand and some people might die because it's bad enough. It's gotten very bad. Okay, those are smart farts. Adam, thank you so much. Wow, applause break. I left a few out that are very indecent. It's funny, usually when issues come up with my girlfriend, I usually blame them on my dad because he was so bad at talking to me about like sex and relationship things. So one time, every time that I say SEX, everyone is turning their head quickly towards the kid. You said it's cool, right? It's better at a pizza place than on TV, you know? Yeah. Usually I blame those things on my dad because he just so poorly prepared me for things like that. So one time I remember, this is a very true story, I hope that the talk goes better with this guy than it did for me, because my dad sat me down and he said, hey James, one morning you're going to wake up and your penis is going to be like a rock. And then he walked away. That was the whole conversation. There was no logistical information or names or anything like that. And my dad walked away with so much confidence, and I walked away with so many questions. I spent like most of my adolescence just trying to piece together information. So one time I remember there was a 17 magazine, which is for girls, by the way, and it said, girls, all you need to know about a male's erection. And I was like, I'm gonna take this. But on the way out, there was also a National Geographic for kids that was like, rocks! And I was like, I'm gonna take this one too. Just in case. Just in case. Just in case. Been trying to apply for a job recently. You gotta like stand out. You know, you gotta stand out when you're doing that. And let's be honest, that's very hard for me. Because if we're being honest, I look a lot like the guy that you ask to watch your computer at a coffee shop. You know the dude. The one you don't really talk to because he has headphones on and you just go, that's me. So it's pretty hard to stand out. I was told that I am overqualified for a couple of jobs. Has anyone ever been told that they're overqualified for a job? I get that that's kind of like a brag thing, and I don't mean that because apparently it means that you'd be very hard to have as an employee. And it was right about the moment that I was like, that's not how I would do my hiring, that I was like, you're probably right. You're probably right. But this is fitting for where we are. When I'm looking for a job, it kind of like makes you miss your old jobs, you know? And I used to be a teacher. So, you know, I love being a teacher because you just get these little glimpses into kids' futures. And one time I was reading with a kid, and the phrase that he was reading was, pizza probably originated, and he read it as, pizza party, baby. Which is, you know, fitting for where we are. Here's what I learned about his future. People are going to like him a whole lot. People are going to like pizza party baby guy a whole lot. Hey, have a good pizza party, baby. Have a good night. Thanks.
What did you guys think? Oh, man. Oh, too much? I get it.
No, we just have to go.
No, it's fine. It's past his bedtime. I get it. Oh, my God. Oh, he's not done. Oh, my God.
Okay, choose. Come on.
That was amazing. Oh, man. I like anytime I get just like, I'm not done. Excuse me. There's more comedy to be had. Boy, is he right. There's another great comic. Smooth transition, Dave. I like that you. Where are you sending this, or is this just for your own? You're making weird faces as you watch this.
No.
Oh, you're periscoping it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! All right, guys. You don't think there's an audience? There's an audience.
There's more
All
audience
right.
in the phone.
Yeah, the audience is in the phone. We have to get it out. We will send to the next operative, Alex Ptak.
Woo!
glad the baby left. I was concerned for a minute. Not that I've had a record of doing obscene sets in front of babies before, but I don't want to be the reason he doesn't eat pizza when he's older and can't find out why. And it just haunts me. It haunts me, the idea. I had a riff ready. I don't have to use it now. It's fine. We all know I can just do jokes now because the baby's gone. Oh, God. Oh, okay. All right. I've been looking forward to this a lot today. Here's the thing about me, guys, because we're all very close. Each of us. You two, I know. This guy. Are you two friends?
We just met.
You just met?
Now friends.
Well, see, that's a little special, isn't it? It's comedy making new friends in this city where everyone is so alone. It's a magic. It's magic in here. I've been very excited about this show. I'm looking for work right now.
Yeah, woo!
I'm having a hard time finding work. I picked up some part-time stuff with the PC police. So I just go around telling people things they can't do or say. And frankly, it does not pay much, but a union is a union. And rent is due. Lean in, okay? It's time to get these things done. I found that it's a lot harder to tell people they can't say something in real life than it is on the internet. Anyone who uses the internet knows it's very easy to kind of boss people around and tell them what they do. It's very hard.